Hello and welcome to the show. I am sure most of you know by now that Ghosts of Tabor has finally arrived on the PSVR2. Oh, we'll just shoot this geezer. Excuse me. Shoot both these geezers then. Well, at least everyone knows I'm here now. I wanted to spend as much time as possible before I put a video out, just so I can see how this stacks up against the Quest and PSVR versions, and just so I can gather as many thoughts as possible to be able to share with you, my beloved viewers. This video has been hard to make, if I'm completely honest, because I both love and absolutely hate this game, and I guess that mostly comes from my past experience with this game. This game's been out on Quest and PSVR in early access for about 2 years now. On paper, Ghosts of Tabor is a fantastic game. For those of you that don't know, this is a hardcore survival PvPvE extraction shooter. Hello. Die, bro, what are you doing? This game has delivered some of the most intense, most suspenseful, most high-risk, high-reward gameplay that I have ever experienced in any game, let alone a VR game. On the flip side to that, this is the most janky and bug-ridden game in the entire world. I am yet to encounter any of the famous classic Tabor bugs, which can include all of your weapons and high-tier loot falling through the map, having all the loot that you've just spent 10 minutes gearing up with to go into raid disappear when you actually get into raid. Your backpack, oftentimes full of high value items, would suddenly start spinning in your hand, and if you let go of the grip button it would fly off into the stratosphere, never to be seen again. The same thing could also happen with weapons, and there was this weird armor bug that meant that even if you were wearing tier 6 armor, a scav could one pop you from 200 meters away with a 9mm bullet. Now this game is hard at the best of times, when you come into a raid either solo or with a trusty squad mate and you make some plays and it all comes together and you make it out with all the loot. I mean, that high, god damn, I imagine that's what drugs feel like. You can't win all the time though, sometimes you lose, and even when you lose fair and square it's heartbreaking, but to lose because of bugs, you can't really take the sting out of that. I've been in here waffling on for about 3 minutes now, and I've not heard any shots. There have been quite a few occasions where it has loaded me into the map on my own, which is kind of cool for me because it means I can just rinse the entire island of all the loot. But from a gameplay perspective, it's really boring. Without the danger of other players, it's, yeah, kind of so-so. What we got? Nothing. When I first loaded into this game on the PSVR2, I couldn't even aim at anybody, let alone shoot at anybody. When I brought the gun up to my eye line to aim down the sights, the gun would violently jank up and down and left and right, and there was absolutely no way I could hold the rifle in a steady position. I went into the settings, tried the virtual stock, that didn't seem to help. There is a setting in this game called Janky Aim Fix. If you go into the settings, scroll all the way down, you'll find it, and it says Janky Aim Fix. Now why this needs to be an option that you can enable and disable, I don't know. Who's thinking, oh, do you know what mate, I fancy a bit of jank today, I'll turn that off. When I first started playing the game, this setting did not work at all. But there was a patch yesterday evening and that seems to have smoothed out the weapon handling. Also, I don't recommend using hand motion smoothing. It just makes your hands feel even more floaty than they already do. I am fully convinced that I'm in this raid on my own, and that is poopy. I bought a purple card with me I found in another raid, and I was hoping to battle my way to the vault and then battle my way home again with all the loot. Right, since it seems like I'm all alone, we'll have a little stroll over to the vault. On the way, I suppose I'll rant on a little bit more about the game. This game is the jankiest game of all time, and I know you're probably thinking most VR games have got a little bit of jank, and you are correct. Most games have got a bit of VR jank in some form or another, but this game takes the piss. The grabbing mechanics are awful. Half of the core gameplay of this game is opening drawers and boxes and taking items out of those drawers and boxes, and it is an absolute fucking nightmare if I'm completely honest with you. Let's see if we can get an example of that here. All that opened just nice. Yeah, oh, my hand came away from the door nicely as well. It didn't fling back shut. It's making me look like I'm a liar. Same again. 1-0 to you then, game, I suppose. Grab. There we go. Pull it open. No. Grab. Grab. Pull it open. Nice and easy, mate. There we go. Right, here we go. Purple loot room. This is usually a... This is usually a more exciting time. I'm usually absolutely pooing my pants right now at the thought of a enemy team coming and sniping my head off as I try and open this door. But since I really feel like there's absolutely nobody here, I mean, I have loaded into a few raids and there's been nobody there. And again, it is quite boring, so I've just dipped out and then loaded back in. This is cross-platform, so I'd expect to see a lot of players. But anyway, might as well enjoy it while we can. It's time to play What's in Your Box? That's it, come on. What have we got? In box number 1. Open. Oh, big bag. That's what you'd like to see. Box number 2. Ooh, a UMP. Beautiful. Can we put that on the side there? We can. We can put one in the back as well. High tier grip. Nice. Nice little scope. Every time I lean into a box to grab something, it pushes me back out again. Ooh, big boy NVGs. My body keeps going all askew as well. It just keeps turning in mad angles. I have to keep resetting my view, hold the start button, and even then it don't really work. Let's do that again. Oh, there we go. I'm all straight now. Big ballistic shields. These are new. I don't know how much it's worth or if I'm going to be able to carry it out of here. Can't put it in my bag. I know that. Right. Fishing rod. Nice one. Ooh, that's definitely going in the bag. Suppressor. Right, hopefully in one of these two there's another purple card or an orange card. No, better water. I mean, that's useful, I guess. Hello. Oh, man. Fruit cocktail. I suppose I could eat that now, actually. Yummy. Alright, let's quickly transfer all the stuff from this bag into this bag. There we go. Alright, before we leave, I'm just going to check upstairs, see if the GPU's there. Orange keycard is though. Absolutely buzzing. Right, we're going back. Right, here we go. That orange keycard will get us out at a secret exfil underneath the garage. Right, we are nearly there. At this exfil there is also a loot box that sometimes contains keycards and other assorted goodies. Let's see what we get today. Here we go. I mean, these high tier grips are worth 10 grand each, so I'll take those. If I can get them in my bag. Please just go in the bag. Go in the bag. Why can't you just be there in the bag? Back there? Yeah. What about you? Can you go there? No. Can we put you in there? No. There? Yeah. You can go in there, and I'll just hold you, because I'm definitely not getting you in there. Right, let's try that again, and hope this time we actually load in there with some other players. Okay, here we are, back on the island. Hopefully we get some PvP out of this. Otherwise, it's going to be a really boring video. Oh, we've got someone, a hot mic in there. Oh, I've just been shot. Who shot me? Oh, you two knobheads. They are rinsing me. Give me that. That would have been well shit if I got killed by AI with pistols, like not even 30 seconds into raid. I would have been quite embarrassed. What was that weird black streak coming out of my gun just then? I don't know if that will show up on the capture. Well, that was weird. I don't know whether that was bullets just jumping out of the chamber, or I don't know what. Check the GPU spawn. I don't think it's there. No, it's not there. Take that. Right, let's make a play for the purple card spawn. That's where all the action's gonna be. Right, here we go. Get ready. No purple card. There's definitely players here. I can see someone in my top right open micing. What's that say? Keith Master. Oh, shots outside. We are definitely not alone. It is game on. Oh, get me through the... What are you doing? Get up, up. Jesus Christ, get through the door. See if I can peek this guy. AI there. Shooting at him. Where's there? There he is. He's dead. No purple card. Poopy helmets. Some choco bars. Do you know what? I'll have a choco bar, mate. Nice one. Right, let's get on the roof. See if we can see any more players coming. Here we go. Anyone coming from radio? Hello? This guy's still open micing. Oh, the fuck was that? Where did that guy come from? Killed by what? It was definitely a player from 40 meters. If I didn't see that guy, I deserve to die. Well, there you go. That is Ghosrs of Tabor in a nutshell. Ghosrs of Tabor is currently the only game of its kind on PSVR2, and that is the only reason that I can recommend this game to you. And only if you are a hardcore fan of extraction shooters. Casual players will probably not like this at all. Well, for now, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching if you did, and I'll see you on the next one.